Better change the channel.
But it's not over yet.
The year is 1985, and Degrassi's just made a big decision. They're now going to air 6 episodes where the stories are all interconnected. And they're now going to use a television writing technique called ABC story structure that'll guarantee the audience to keep coming back week to week. And I'm going to teach you how they did it. So let's sit back, flip open a script, and learn a little bit more about the history of Degrassi.
Melanie, turn that thing off.
The 21st episode of The Kids of Degrassi Street is Connie Makes a Catch. The A-plot, meaning the main story, is about Connie. She has a crush on a boy named Candy, and she tries way too hard to get him to like her, even changing things about herself, like the way she dresses. But Candy finds Connie to be overbearing and annoying. So after many failed attempts, Connie decides to just move on and be herself.
If he doesn't like me the way I am, too bad. I can't be different just to please Candy.
And of course, once Connie starts to be herself, Candy likes her for who she is. The B-plot, or the secondary story, is usually a parallel to the main plot, meaning they explore similar themes. In this case, the B story follows Griff and Lisa. Griff asks Lisa to the movies, but her parents won't let her go. So Lisa and Casey come up with a classic scheme to say Lisa's staying the night at Casey's when she's really going on her date with Griff. And of course, because it's TV, Lisa finds out that her parents are going to the exact same movie at the exact same time. And instead of just telling Griff, Lisa goes through the trouble of putting on a disguise, and she starts acting weird.
What are you doing? Shh. You can't see the movie from down there. Yes, I can. I always sit like this.
But Griff thinks that Lisa's embarrassed to be on a date with him. This results in a fight between Griff and Lisa that lasts almost until the end of the final episode, and we haven't really seen that happen before. The C-plot can be a very on-the-nose version of the main story. It can be something small for comedic setup and punchlines, but it's just usually not a big deal. In this case, we get comedic relief from Martin. He's embarrassed because his dad makes him wear a reflective vest when he wants to ride his bicycle, so he's trying hard to make up for it and look cool. When he thinks glasses are in, it's actually headbands. When he thinks headbands are in, it's actually baseball caps. When he thinks baseball caps are in, it's actually now glasses and headbands. But in the end, Martin ends up leading the style trend when everyone thinks his high-res vest is super cool.
Nice color.
I wore it because it's so cool.
See, it's just something light and silly, and we only spend 3 minutes of the entire episode with Martin. Now, the idea of Martin trying to fit in will actually be the A-plot of a later episode called Martin Hears the Music. Martin learns he needs a hearing aid, and he's worried the other kids will pick on him. And the B-plot is along the same theme. Nancy worries about her body image. So the episodes connect because the C-plot is a preview to Martin's story later. Griff and Lisa's fight carries over through the rest of the season, but most importantly, there's a running plot that's in every single remaining episode.
Griff, how'd you like to be art director on the new yearbook?
Yearbook?
We're gonna make a yearbook to commemorate our last term at Degrassi Elementary School.
Sounds kind of neat.
And they do. They spend each episode working on the yearbook in some way. The real-world advertising for these episodes was even referred to as the Kids of Degrassi Street yearbook. That's very different from the other 20 episodes we saw that were all individual stories. I mean, Ida Makes a Movie is literally just about Ida making a movie. Later on, there's more added to the stories, like in Martin Meets the Pirates. Martin joins a street gang, and then a second group of characters is involved when the street gang terrorizes Pete and Melanie, for example. But we never actually break away from the story of the pirates. And while each episode focuses on the Kids of Degrassi Street, the stories don't impact each other episode to episode. You could watch them in almost any order and it wouldn't really matter. But in these new episodes, the stories are connected by an overarching theme. We have 3 different stories happening, all about the importance of being yourself. Now that we know the story structure of Degrassi's new episodes, let's watch the first 3 minutes of Connie Makes a Catch and see how they set up each individual storyline very quickly.
Connie, do you realize that when we go back to school tomorrow, it'll be our last term at Degrassi Elementary School? We should do something special to commemorate.
Commemorate what?
You know, celebrate. Do something special so we remember.
I don't know. Isn't he gorgeous?
Come on, Candy, hit a homer.
Candy, of course.
Come on, hit it up. All right.
I just wish there was some way to make him notice me.
Just be yourself.
Myself? Are you kidding? Who'd ever notice me?
You won the game.
Put it here, buddy.
What a play! Wow, Candy, you're great, fella.
We've been there since we were little. There must be something we can do.
How about a plaque? Or a big party?
We're already having the graduation dance, remember? Any ideas, Lisa?
Never mind her, Rachel. She's got other things on her mind, like Griff. Casey?
Hey, Martin,
Hi, Pete.
like your vest.
Give me a break. I can't help it. My dad says I can't bicycle without wearing this stupid thing. Hey, Billy. How come you're not wearing shades?
Shades aren't cool anymore, Martin.
Not?
That was last term. Headbands.
And there it is. In just a few minutes, we see all the plot lines introduced. Nancy casually mentions they should do something special for the end of the year. Connie has a crush on Candy and immediately dismisses the overall lesson of the episode to just be yourself. Casey casually says that Lisa's got other things on her mind, like Griff. And Martin's story doesn't need much of a setup. He just gets right into it because he's the C-plot. Now, Degrassi didn't invent the story structure. It's a very popular way to tell stories. You could pick almost any episode of any TV show and it would likely follow this formula. But for Degrassi, this is a turning point. Up until now, they've been experimenting with camera work, with writers, with film editing. But now they're making decisions that will be their stepping stones into creating a new series called Degrassi Junior High, which if you guys want, I will gladly take you through. So the next time you watch an episode of TV, I just want you to see if you can identify what's the A plot, is there a B plot, how do they connect? And then you can come back and join me next week when I take you through the final 6 episodes that make some of the biggest impact on the history of Degrassi.